is Dragonfeather, and I'm here to do a video on the elements and the dragons that lead the elements for Draconic Wicca. The book that I'm reading out of is going to be Mystical Dragon Magic by D.J. Conaway. Again, you guys, it's a really good book, and I highly suggest you get it if you're interested in this path. Also, Dancing with Dragons is a really good book by this person, too. I am still waiting on getting mine, because apparently Barnes & Noble has issues with this book, so I'm a little irked about it. So anyway, I'm gonna get started, and I'm just going to be reading you guys. I'm gonna be reading out of this book to you guys, just what it says on each of them. It's not too much. This isn't gonna be like a whole in-depth video. It's just going to be a little basic overview on the elements and the dragons who lead these elemental dragons. So the first is the air dragons, and they're led by Ceres. These dragons are in all shades of yellow, and air is the eastern part of the circle or of a sacred place or square or something like that. Air dragons belong to the family whose subspecies include those of wind, storm, and weather. Sometimes they join with dragons of fire and volcanoes, seas and other waters, mountains and forests, even chaos. No one element works totally alone, whether in the physical world or magic. So, basically, like I said, if you're having in Draconic Wicca, if you were having a Draconic Wiccan ritual, instead of just calling on the elements, you would call upon the element dragon leaders, and for air, you would call on Ceres. Fire, dragons come in every shade of red, orange, and golden yellow. Led by Fafnir, these dragons are related to the subspecies of desert and arid regions, sometimes with those of chaos and destruction. They belong to the south and are connected with all kinds of fire, including sunbeams, volcanoes, and lightning. Subspecies of these element are desert and arid region dragons, including dragons of volcano, destruction, and chaos. So, again, most of them relate to destruction and chaos. I believe all 4 of them do, if I am not mistaken. So if you were to have, say, want to cast a fire spell, instead of just calling upon the fire element, you would call upon Fafnir to help you out. Water dragons are found in the west. Their leader is Nalion. His duty is to oversee dragons of the seas, springs, lakes, ponds, and rivers. Water dragons are all shades of blue. They help balance emotions, compassions, peace, and intuition. In their native traits, they work in floods, rainstorms, whirlpools, lack of emotional control, and any kind of harmful water. The water subspecies are those of all the seas. Water dragons frequently work with those of wind, storm, weather, mountains, forest, and destruction. So again, if let's say you were having an emotional issue, instead of say just doing a spell by yourself, when you do the spell, you can call upon Nalion to oversee your ritual and help you in your ritual kind of thing for a certain spell like that. The north belongs to the earth dragon, and their leader is Grail. These large dragons have mostly clear dark green scales intersected with shimmering scales like gemstones. It is the northern dragon's duty to oversee the mountains, land in general, minerals, gems, caves, and the moon and moonbeams. Since these are the most placid of the species, they stir up destructive energies when they do become angry, which causes massive earthquakes. Earth dragons often work in conjunction with subspecies of fire, volcanoes, destruction, and chaos. They are closely related to those of the mountains and deep forest and desert and arid regions. So again, if you were to be working with an earth dragon, or if you were to be working with the earth dragon leader, one thing that they really like as an offering, is money, believe it or not. So, like, coins, I wouldn't necessarily do dollar bills, I would do more of coins. Like, I have some silver coins that are actual silver that I use as offerings for, when I do work with earth dragons. So yeah, this was a really quick video. It's just, about a little, a very quick overview of what these guys do. I'm going to have one video for each of them. This is kind of an introduction for them, and just to give you guys a little bit of information about them in case you were wondering what you're supposed to do when you have a Draconic Wiccan ritual and you want to incorporate the dragons with them. You would call upon these dragons to these dragons as the representations of the elements rather than just calling upon the elements themselves, if that makes sense. So yeah, I hope this helped you guys. Any questions or comments, leave them below and let me know and I'll get back to you. And until next time, blessed be and bye.